I'm your face there. Yeah, true heroism by kicking Jiro in the back. He's like, "Girl, get away, girl!" Yeah. Um, so it's kind of a sad last review, right? I was like, okay, either Bakugo is gonna be, he's a binary character. Either he's gonna be, super. I will never teamwork with anyone, screw everyone, right? Or it's gonna be like, I will show Deku, I'm the best teamwork. I'm the greatest teamwork. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Bakugo, I think it makes perfect sense for his character, like the other characters, like Kishima and so on. Yeah, but his goal, right, is to be the number one hero, obviously, and also his goal here then is to win with 4-0, right? It's like a perfect win in a fighting game with them, right? Taking no damage, yeah, no damage win, right? So yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's like, well, I'm gonna show them, right? I'm gonna protect the girl, get the points, yeah, get everyone down. So yeah, this is a good, follow up on Bakugo's characterization, and it fits him, right? Bakugo actually can. And one thing that Bakugo is good with, he's a rude guy, but he's good with like knowing everyone's powers and actually like thinking about them in an instant way, planning out so on. So he calls like, oh, woman with ears, He's like, my name is Jiro. He's like, ear girl, you do what I want, But he actually does know exactly how her power works. That's always been a Bakugo thing, that he always knows how they actually can teamwork and so on. He doesn't want to admit it. He's like, ear girl. he's just very tsundere, It's like, he clearly knows everything about her basically. He's like, I want to admit it though. And you guys with the tape or something, you can do maybe that thing, He actually, of course, knows everything basically about their powers and how they can, I'll say tsundere guys and so on, right? He doesn't want to, he's just tsundere. Just tsundere against everyone. But yeah, that's a good scene, of course, in Bakugo protecting his teammates, then teaming up, then saving him later, right? You saw when he actually, by being welded. And of course, if he didn't have teamwork, he actually would have lost, and he actually needed to, be saved by his teammates and so on. So yeah, that's like the nice touch there. The Bakugo, needs some rescuing as well there. I will say this thing though, from a story aspect, like it makes sense just to show that okay, Bakugo was teamworking. Now his teammate, Sugar Rush could save him, right, and so on. And it's like a back and forth, teamwork. Otherwise, though, this thing is a little nerf almost on Bakugo's abilities, but usually he would never get captured right by this thing. There's a little force, I would say, though, because normally in early episodes, Bakugo would have managed to escape this thing by himself, right, or no, he never get captured to begin with, for that matter, right. So it's a little bit like okay, he got stuck so they could save him. It's a little forced, I mean, if you look at maybe 30 episodes back. Bakugo would just avoided it, right? so he actually performed worse than he usually does. Usually could save him, right? So it's a little bit like, okay, maybe the author made him go a little less powerful, so he needed teamwork, right? It is a little bit like that. I would say though, definitely. Yeah. But the thing is that, oh man. I don't know, guys. So she has the bara bara on me, right? Buggy from One Piece, straight up. One of the best was it in Sonya. But her powers were completely pointless. I kept saying it in reaction. I was like, what can she do really? Oh, she's like, I can float like Buggy and like, I don't know, split. So if you have a swordsman, I'm like immune to sword attack or something. It's like, I have the power to avoid being cut by a sword guy or something. Oh, we have the sword guy, the yak guy? Oh damn it, you should have that guy. It felt like, if Bakugo had Yak on his team, right, the sword cutter guy, then her powers would make more sense to use something. I don't know. Like she was completely useless. Let's just be honest here, right? She was completely useless. Honestly disappointed in his character because we never seen the fight before. We never seen much of her Tokage's abilities or how she fights. She's the I don't know, one of the stars of Class B apparently, right? And she just did nothing here. Like her powers were like, oh, I can split up, and I could trick Jiro sound effect for like a minute, and then I didn't do anything. Then she just floated around in space and was like, huh, no, my teammates are losing down there. Oh no, he's losing too. Oh no. So I don't know. I felt they really unutilized her powers. I mean, it is very exactly the same as Buggy though, so it's not that Buggy can do Muffy's powers either for that matter. But still, Buggy can, no, but the One Piece here is low. And this is fair, I mean, to spoil One Piece, he's like Buggy, right? He's like the chapter 2 One Piece character, basically, yeah. He's in the second bad guy One Piece, yeah. So, I mean, Buggy has his knives, right? He can stab people with his, his hands. He has, some kind of knife on his shoes, right, and so on. So, I mean, Buggy flies around, right, and he's cutting people and hitting them and so on with his arms and legs, right? Or, I mean, his legs are kind of walking around, but, he can still kick with them, she doesn't have similarly Buggy's feet weakness, though, but still, though. And he can fly into people, and he has the buggy nose and so on. He has a red bomb thing and so on. But yeah, it's not like Buggy's a very strong character either. But still, I mean, he can at least fight with his abilities. She just floated there. She just floated. I mean, honestly, I think she was really disappointing, because she was like, "Oh, I'm floating in the sky," and then like my body parts are just kind of doing nothing. Like a few of them are flying after Bakugo. What was that gonna do? Was she gonna like fly into Bakugo with her random like, here's my elbow, but only like the elbow's gonna fly into Bakugo? Like, how would it even hurt him? You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even any damage from that. And then we saw him just taping her body parts, which was kind of funny though. It was kind of ecchi. It's like, I'm taping her assets and like taping her to the ass here, yeah. And then put a bomb on her. That was good. Put a bomb on her on the body parts. But it was like, I just don't know. I felt that was really weird, because her powers really are, I keep saying it, but they really are basically exactly like Buggy, but better, right, actually, because her face is actually apart. Buggy's face is like, his head is floating around, yeah. Like he can split everything Buggy, though, he's immune to cuts and so on. But she's kind of splitting her parts more in like Conan, I guess, more like a Naruto, I suppose. She's splitting apart more like a paper, right? Like a shattered paper thing. She's Buggy is more like linear splitting, right? But anyway, she seems seemingly slightly stronger than Buggy. Doesn't have the feet weakness Buggy has, but she doesn't use it to fight really. She just flies around with his body parts. She just flies around with them. She never hit any of her body parts. She has no weapons in her hands, right? I mean, Buggy has the weapon in hand, and it feels strange to me, honestly, because I mean, I'm sure that the author here, I'm sure he's a red One Piece. I mean, everyone's read One Piece, right? The mangakas, And actually, I know he read One Piece because he sent some Usopp drawing to Oda like 20 years ago. He sent some Usopp drawing to Oda. So he has read One Piece. He's evidently read One Piece, the author of My Academia, but he's a One Piece fan, and he sent it to Oda many years ago. And Buggy is one of the first bad guys, right? The second bad guy. So I'm sure he knows about Buggy's powers. And to me, I'm a little bit like, honestly. So again, we know he read One Piece. We know he read up to Usopp at least, which is after Buggy. So he certainly has seen Buggy. Then he give these girls Buggy's powers, but she's like worse than Buggy using her powers, right? I mean, and he's supposed to be a pro hero. I don't know. If it's weird to me that he didn't give her any more useful in the fight. She just got owned. She's completely there to get owned by Bakugo. But really, she didn't do anything. She just floated around. I don't know what to say about that, but she was very. So it's very disappointing powers. She's used them in the worst possible way. She didn't do anything with them. She didn't hit anyone, she didn't capture anyone. It wasn't like she was immune to attacks, she wasn't like, cutting. It wasn't like she could avoid being hit by Bakugo by splitting her face apart or something, or her torso to be many bits so he would miss her. She didn't even use that. It's hard against explosive, of course, but still. No, she just was floating in the sky, and the only thing she ever did was tricking Jiro for a few seconds. Oh, I can do tapping everywhere. And Jiro was like, well, she has to be set apart. Yeah, that was the only thing she ever did. Really disappointing character, in my opinion, definitely. Anyway, next week then, again, I really hope, that Deku is gonna lose, right? And Shinso's gonna be on the team. But I hope so. Deku's last time won with that damn, plot armor. Oh, I'm awakening my other quirks in my head. Oh, yeah, come on. And Shinso's storyline, I think, is better. Come on, I want to see a win. And hopefully he can, it would be kind of fun if he used Ureka, especially to, betray Deku, girlfriend betrayal. That would be fun, some backstabbing there. What if he makes her float Deku up in the sky forever, something? I don't know, but I do definitely want to take a loose, absolutely. But hopefully, I mean, one thing I said before Netflix is to see more of Alien, Ashido's assets though. I mean, holy shit, they're almost making her body be absurdly big in the anime. Her backside is like, whoa, every scene, so every other scene, right? So I'm sure her fight's gonna be like nice ecchi angles everywhere because they're going crazy with her body part all the time in this anime. It's really weird. But I'm gonna see you guys later now with Nagatoro. We do on YouTube, we do a video on Twitch and so on. And yeah, like I told always, best damn comedy anime. So you guys have a great